Welcome to the Michigan Runner Show. Join us each time as we explore the people, the places, and the events that shape our great sport.
Okay, well, Gary Morgan with Michigan Travel. Anyway, we are at the Corning Museum of Glass here in Corning, New York, and it's the expo spot of the Wineglass Marathon, half marathon. So this is the entrance to it. They have a Discover New York State Tourism map over there, Cafe Express. Beautiful day, kids are here playing, and a beautiful day here as leaves are starting to change here in Western New York. Okay, here's part of the Glass Museum. Glass they're selling. There's to the expo. This is kind of cool. They have their old pickup with lots of glass on it. Kind of a cool spot here. Anyway, information. And now we're going to head on in to the expo. Well, we're in the expo area here. Their apparel they sell. This race has been going on for over 40 years. So it's kind of cool here. They've got stuff for sale here. And here's the merchandise. So, variety of things here for sale. Here's, like I said, their official merchandise. Got a kind of a cool finish banner type thing here. But it's a busy setup here. Attention runners here. And Wineglass Marathon there. This is where we get our stuff right here. This is for the Wineglass. This is for the marathon. Here we got to catch a bus in the morning at 6:30 a.m. 6:30. If you're not there, it goes without you. And the other half over here is for the Wineglass half marathon. That's where we pick up our stuff. Of course, they got lots of merchandise in here. So, kind of cool. You do that thing. Wineglass finish area right here where they're giving everybody a fanny pack right there. Guthrie is a hospital here in town, so they're one of the big sponsors. The National Running Center selling lots of stuff. It's going to be a little chilly in the morning, but anyway, Wineglass race series. Yeah. Their whole series is a 26.2, 13 point, and 8K during the summer, and 5K they just did this morning, which I walked in. Anyway, I'll have the Pacers here as usual, and so anyway, we'll check out a few other things and go from there. Well, we're here with the race director, Sheila Sutton, and I don't know how many years she's done this, but I'm going to let her take the mic and tell us a few things about this year's race. But first of all, how many years have you been race director?
12.
12.
It's the half. 41. The half marathon. It's the 12th year, and I actually started as a volunteer 2 years before that. So 2 years volunteering, and then took over as race director 2 years ago.
Cool. So, obviously you made the race happen during the pandemic, and so you only missed 1 year, or did you miss it all?
We did a virtual. We had a really strong virtual, and we put the finish line up in 2020, and we had a lot of runners come into town and run the course on their own, and we kept the finish line up for a month, so they had the entire month of October to do it, and throughout the month of October we saw a lot of runners coming in and running and finishing the fuller half on their own.
I did your 5K. How many people did your 5K this morning?
We had about 900 registered for the 5K.
Okay, and you also have a race during the summer, the 8K. That's one in July.
It's Memorial Day weekend, Saturday Memorial Day weekend, and we actually tie it with the 5K and the fuller half, and you can tie them together, do a challenge. It's the Riesling or the Pinot challenge, keeping in our wine theme, and you get a special bib, and you get a really cool belt buckle medal for completing the challenge.
Oh, doing all?
Yeah, do
all,
three.
All three races?
Yes. So if you do the marathon part with the 5K and 8K, it's the Riesling challenge, and if you do the half, it's the Pinot challenge.
Okay, and you get a
Yeah.
belt buckle with
Oh
it.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's nice, good size.
Well, then how many people do that?
We have about 300 will do that. Yeah.
So how many are doing the half marathon and marathon tomorrow?
So we have 2,000 for the full marathon and 2,500 for the half.
That's kind of your limit, or if more wanted to be here, they would be.
Exactly. We would take more.
Well, that's still great numbers.
Those are good numbers. Yes.
Yeah, and triply 2,000 is manageable.
Yes.
Bigger isn't always better.
No, it's not. It's not. No, it's not. So those are good numbers for coming back from. It's higher than we had for 2021. So I'm happy with that.
Awesome. Well, good luck, and like I said, the weather's looking good. It'll be like 50-some degree day.
Perfect. Looks like a perfect running day. So should be a great day to get out there and set some PRs or Boston qualifying times for folks.
Awesome.
So.
Well, I'll be at the finish line after I get done to film a little bit and talk to some of the women.
Awesome. Thank you.
Got all of them.
Montoya Falls, Village of Montoya Falls. Village of Montour Falls.
Detroit to the lovely airport called the regional airport, Elmira, Corning. I was kidding. I thought the Concorde went direct from Germany to Corning, but it doesn't happen. I just want one housekeeping note to make sure. Get on the right bus tomorrow. They tell you, they show you, they're in different places, but every year somebody thinks they're so cool that they can get on any bus. And if you're doing the half marathon and you see mile 14, that's not good. And you also have 12 more miles to go when you see mile 14. So please follow the volunteers, look at that guy, make sure you're in the right place. Because some people just get caught up and follow the person in front of them, and that's not a good thing to do. All right, so before I introduce Dina, I always love the running community, and Dina and I have talked a lot about it this weekend, and I always say the running community comes along at the right time. So I was at the Tacoma Marathon. This was maybe 6 years ago, I'm thinking. Could be longer. I don't know, the years run together. Maybe 7 years, something like that. So anyway, I was there. I was really struggling with Lyme disease problems. I wasn't running hardly at all. But I wasn't doing the race, so I was the guest speaker at the dinner, and I can do that. So I'm at the dinner, and this guy comes up to me. His name was Michael, and he said, "I'm stage 4 cancer, and you're my inspiration. I want to run with you tomorrow." And I'm like, "Dude," and I'm like, "How how could I tell this guy I'm not going to run? This guy battling, and his cancer right now is at stage 4. So I went to the race director. I said, you got to give me a number. And then I checked, and I was thinking the guy was running a half. And he said, no, I'm doing a marathon. I'm like, oh my God. So Tony, the race director, gives me a bib number for the marathon. And I said, okay, I'll go out there with you and I'll run as fast as I can to hang with you. And he left me at, I don't know, mile 5 or something like that. And I did run into him later and got some nice pictures with him, and it was unbelievable. But what happened in that race just blew my mind. The day before, did the shakeout run thing that I always do, and ran 3 miles, and then we ended up at a coffee shop. And everyone looked at me and said, hey, you got to tell us a running story. I said, no, I don't. I got to speak at the dinner tonight. I said, someone else is going to tell a story in this group. There were like 30 of us. So I don't know, a woman sitting right next to me, you know, I just asked her what she does for a living. She was a flight attendant. So I thought, okay, this is probably not the best thing to say to somebody, but I just asked her, I said, in your flight attendant years, did you ever witness anyone trying to be a member of the Mile High Club on one of your flights? But, you know, so then and I did tell her, it may not be the right thing, but you can tell me I'm crazy or whatever. She had 2 really good stories that are pretty awesome. But they're her stories, I'm not going to tell them. So, anyway, I said the words to her. I said, you are my favorite flight attendant, because she told those cool stories, and that's all. I didn't even know what airline she was. I'm not even sure. So the next day in the race, you know, the guy with stage 4 cancer's beat me out in front, and I'm running with this group of runners. We're at mile, like, it was right around 19 or 20. And we do this little out and back section. The only part of the course that was out and back. And I'm going this way, and who's coming the other way? My favorite flight attendant. And I'm half blind. I need my glasses wherever I am. And I hear this woman yell, Bar, Bar. And she just happened to be a young, very attractive woman, and she's yelling, Bar, Bar. And I have no idea who it is. And then and the runners around me going, hey, that woman keeps yelling at you. Who is that? I said, I don't know. So then we get literally side by side on this out and back. And she goes, Bar, it's your favorite flight attendant, the Mile High Club. And that's all she said. And then she's going that way, and we're going this way. And I'm telling you, I was really struggling with this race. So the group that I was running with, they're like, dude, you are the man. I'm going, I don't know who that woman is. I promise you I've never been on a plane with her. And those last 4 or 5 miles of the race, I didn't feel a thing, because all I was doing was convincing these people that I didn't know that woman. And they were telling me, oh, yeah, she just came along and said, hey, Bard. And I thought, wow, the running community is always there when you need them. I needed the laughter, and I needed to try to get my mind off of the last 4 miles. It was crazy. You couldn't script something like that. It was crazy. And I was at the guest speaker at the good races to have on your resume as a winner. Olympic trials marathon, that's a really good one. And then, of course, an Olympic medal in 2004 in the marathon in Athens. That is the greatest. And you are an unbelievable spirit, person, and exude what our sport is all about. Please welcome Dina Kessler.
I am not part of his club. I feel like my job now is to just clean up this party. I'm going to keep it a lot cleaner than that. But thank you, Bart. It is always a good weekend when you get to spend time with one of your running heroes. So thank you for all the time and mentorship, not just this weekend, but forever. Thank you. Finally at the Wineglass Marathon. This race has been on my bucket list since I was tasked many years ago with judging the best medal in the country for marathons. And my job was to look at all the medals that got passed out at the many amazing races that our country has to offer and and judge them and pick the top 3. And in that, I was doing history of all the races because the medals fold into the history of these races. This was number 1 by far on my list. So make it to that finish line so you can get one. I have had such an amazing weekend already, and we haven't even got to the start line yet. It has been so fun having conversations with so many of you, even in this room.
Oh, hello, everyone. Gary Morgan, the Michigan runner. Well, we're here at the Wineglass Marathon, and we have the women's overall winner who ran good race today. So what's your name?
Lindsay Perino.
And what was your time?
2:51.
Where are you from?
Originally from Nunde, New York. I currently live in Rochester.
And is this your is this your PR today?
Yes, it is.
Oh, good. So is this the first time you ever won a marathon?
It's my second.
Oh, what was the other one you won?
Buffalo.
Oh, when did you win that one? This year?
Last year.
Oh, cool. So if this is your best time ever, 2:51?
Yeah.
Cool. And where did you go to college at?
Alfred University.
Now, where exactly is that?
It's close to here. It's in Western New York.
Oh, Western.
Yeah.
Okay. Then. And so anyway, as today's race, what'd you think about everything today with the weather and the course? Have you ever run here before?
Yep, it's my second time running here. Weather was perfect. Course was great. I loved seeing all the spectators out there and volunteers. That always makes it really fun.
Now, did you have anybody close to you, or are you by yourself?
The second place female was close to me for the majority of the race.
Good, so she came right behind you.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Well, then that's great. Kind of what? How much was she behind you?
I think less than a minute.
Oh, then you guys were close.
Yeah.
So it really pushed both of you to do well today.
Yeah, we were kind of trading off on the lead, so.
Oh, well, then that definitely helped to be out there for the race. And when did you pull away from her to get that last minute up?
About 2 miles before the finish. Yeah.
Then you pulled away.
Yeah.
Well, so being champion here, what are you looking at next?
My next race on the schedule is the Boston Marathon in the spring.
Oh, good. Well, good luck and congratulations
Thanks.
today.
Thank you.
And good luck with everything.
Thank you.
Okay, well, we're here at the finish line of the Wineglass Marathon. I just got an interview with the women's overall winner, and got lots of marathoners coming in. The half marathon's been done for quite some time, and these are a lot of people coming across here for an half-hour mark. There's the finish line banner, and anyway, so this is a beautiful fall day here in Corning, New York. You see the leaves starting to change along the street here, and perfect day for running. About 55, 60 degrees, no wind, absolutely perfect for running today. And so we'll go check out a couple other things and give the updates on this phenomenal marathon today here in Corning, New York. Okay, here's people coming down the street, marathoners.
A lot of Bills fans around here.
And on the back, in the background, you hear Bart Yasso.
Mike Glover.
And here's some people running, pushing it in. And here's the finish line, better shot. And
All right,
Bart.
we're coming up right on 4 hours on that marathon clock. These runners are all under 4. Nice job.
Bart Yasso is the
Heather
announcer
Jones,
here
come on
today.
Here, Lauren O'Connell.
Coming back once in a while to do a little bit of announcing, so he's having a good time with that.
4 hours, you guys.
Big crowd, it's 4 hours right now, so kind of cool.
Donald Bigelow, Alexandra Parker, Jennie Crawshaw, Amy Sachs, Scott
There they all come
Fitzgerald,
down.
Christopher
Beautiful day
Patterson,
here.
Thomas
Lots of
Gaborski,
runners
and
coming in
Emma
at the
Healy.
4 hour mark. There they are.